You don't have to come close to the camera.
Straight like this.
Uno, dos, tres.
Hello, I'm Aleksander Potočnik and I'm really happy to be here at Kutika in Zagreb. I think it's a great initiative, a great idea, and I hope I will be here again, not as a presenter but as a guest more often. I had quite enjoyed those 2 days I spent here in Zagreb, and of course it was also enjoyable to present my work yesterday at Kutika. I presented 2 topics. One are pictorial maps, which I've been doing now for something like 25 years. I started back in Adelaide in 1989. I sort of applied for a newspaperette looking for artists to do maps. I went to the interview and the fellow there asked, he looked at my work and said, well, that's great, but you're a trained architect, wouldn't you find it beneath you to do such a work? And I said, no, it looks great, I'd love it. And I actually did that ever since. The main difference between working on those maps in Australia and then back home in Slovenia, and even in some parts of Italy, just across the border, is the way the work is conducted. Namely, most of the maps done to Australia were commissioned by small businesses. It was like a small enterprise, while in Slovenia they are usually commissioned by municipality. I only have one single individual commissioner, one individual client who ordered a map for his own business, but otherwise small businesses in Slovenia expected the municipality to bear that sort of expense. So most of the maps presented here are really either municipal or regional maps, and in one case, here just behind me there is a big map of Slovenia. It was ordered by a publishing house producing an atlas of Slovenia. A great work, I have to say. It lasted for 2 years, not just this map, also some smaller maps of towns. It was certainly a very enjoyable work, and I'm very sorry it finished after 2 years, but of course all projects has to be finished one day, sooner or later. The other topic I'm presenting here are my illustrations, or shall I say my fantasy illustrations. They are a result of short residence in the city of Kranj, that's just northwest of Ljubljana in Slovenia, and I was giving a board, a place to stay, food to eat, and of course the place to work. And also I had a chance of pick up my own motifs in surrounds, which I did, and me being apart from everything else also fortification expert, or well I should say author of a book dealing on fortification topics. So doing that I was also interested in fortifications, and we were fortunate that within the compound of this particular place, it's called the Lyre House in Kranj, there was also an old tower, part of the city walls, which used to be actually a city armory once. And it has been reconstructed rather well recently, and that being within the compound, of course, I found it very interested, and then I sought to incorporate it in my work, and I was actually having fun, and this is what our host Stjepan calls it, like a free flow of ideas, I think. So I was trying to do something, and I can't really explain how it came about, but all of a sudden this piece of city walls was started to fly out in space, and having all sorts of adventures with a certain spaceships and that sort of things. I actually did envisage a story, a 3-part story, a fairy tale of a dwarf, of a city tower, and of the spaceships, and hopefully one day this story will actually get a publisher and be published. But for the time being we're only exhibited illustrations for that story. So this was one series which was a great fun for me to do. Were you recording? Well, you're certainly most welcome to visit my website, which is www.ajp.cool, C-O-O-L, and also I wish all the success to the Kutika team, which were such a pleasant host here in Zagreb. I understand there are some forthcoming events, like our friend Zlatko from Pula introducing his fortifications, and well, I know him personally. We were friends for many years, and he actually guided us through fortifications of Pula, and I can assure you he knows fortifications of Pula most intimately. So everybody interested in this part of not only Croatian, but let's say Central European, basically Austro-Hungarian fortification heritage. So everybody interested in that will surely enjoy the presentation. Sometimes Zlatko makes a little bit of drama out of that, and I'm sure he will not disappoint this time. So yes, warmly welcome to the next event, and hopefully this initiative, this Kutika idea, will continue. I'm terribly sorry that we haven't got anything similar in Ljubljana in Slovenia right now, but maybe we will copy this idea and bring it home to Ljubljana and to Slovenia. Thank you.